Welcome to the most interesting topic, PHP for beginners. Learn all the basic concepts of PHP in a single video. At the end of the video, don't forget to subscribe this channel and click on the notification button for more updates. The benefit of watching this video is you will get the complete PHP course material for free.
Hypertext preprocessor, or simply PHP, is server-side programming and scripting language used to develop the most interactive and powerful dynamic websites. Scripts written in PHP are executed on the server machine. PHP scripts can be executed at the client side also, but with a virtual server installed in the machine. Server-side PHP codes are executed and the results are returned to the client machine browser as plain HTML. The PHP file must be saved with an extension. PHP. Uses of PHP. PHP scripts can generate the dynamic web page content. PHP can perform file operations like file creation, opening an existing file, reading the file contents, writing content to a file, deletion contents from a file, and closing an opened file on the server machine. PHP can collect data from a form and store it in the database. PHP can manage data in a database. Why PHP? PHP is platform independent and runs on various OS platforms. PHP is mostly compatible with all existing servers including Apache, Ease, etc. PHP supports a different range of databases. PHP software is freely available. We can download it from the official www.php.net PHP website. PHP code syntax. A PHP script will start with and can place in the document anywhere. The below example shows how PHP syntax is written and used while writing the program. PHP comments. Comments in PHP script code can be a single line or multiple lines. PHP comment is a text line that is not read/executed during the executing of the program. PHP comments provide some useful information for a better understanding of code. PHP supports several ways of commenting. PHP Case Sensitivity. PHP keywords like if, else, echo, while, etc., classes, functions, are not case sensitive. In the below example, all three echo statements are legal and produce the same result. Moreover, all variable names are case sensitive. In the below example, the first statement only will display the $location variable value. This is because lowercase $location, uppercase $location, and combined case $location is treated as three different variables. A variable can be any short names like A or B or more descriptive names like car, location, gender, and starts with a $sign followed by the variable name. Rules for using PHP variables. A valid variable name must begin with an underscore special character or a letter but not with a number. A valid variable name must only contain underscores and alphanumeric characters. Variable names are case sensitive. $location and $location are treated as two different variables. Consider the below examples and understand how variables are declared and used while writing the code. Types of variables and their scope. In PHP, variables can be declared at any place in the program script. PHP has three different scopes of the variable like local, global, and static. Consider the example code below for better understanding. Compare the problems below and try to understand the different scopes of a variable. The global keyword. A variable declared as a global variable outside the function can also be accessed inside the function when it is declared with the keyword global. For doing this, use the global keyword as a prefix to the variables inside the function. PHP stores every global variable also in an array named $globals index. The index holds the variable name. This array can also be accessed from within the functions and be used to update the global variables straightforward. The example demonstrates a concept like this. The static keyword. In any programming language, the variables declared inside a function are deleted when that function is completed/executed. But, sometimes we need not delete a local variable and make it use further. To do so, uses the static keyword while you first declaring the variable. Echo and print statements. PHP supports two basic functions like echo and print to get output. In this PHP tutorial, the programmer use echo as well as print in the examples. The echo and also print statements are almost similar except in few cases. These are the predefined functions used to put the output on the screen, but the difference is echo does not have return value and the other side print has one as a return value which can be later used in expressions. Echo can take multiple parameters at a time but print can take only one argument. Echo is much faster than print. The PHP echo statement. The following example program shows how echo statement is used to output text. Echo statement is used without or with parentheses. The first example on the left-hand side demonstrates how echo statement is used to output text. The PHP print statement. The print statement is used without or with parentheses. The second example on the right-hand side demonstrates how print statement is used to output text. PHP data types. Variables can store any type of data. PHP supports the below data types: string, integer, float or double, boolean, array, object, null, and resource. PHP string. A collection of characters sequenced, like hello PHP, is a string. It can be anything enclosed inside quotes. We can use either single or double quotes. PHP integer. An integer data type is a number between -214,74,83,648 and 214,74,83,647 without decimal point. Rules for such integers are: it must have one digit at least. It must have no decimal point. It can be either negative or positive. It can be specified either in decimal with 10 base, hexadecimal with 16 base and prefixed with 0x, or octal with 8 base and prefixed with 0. In the example, $A is an integer. The PHP var_dump function will return both the data type and value. PHP float. A float or floating point number is also a decimal point number or a number represented in exponential form. In the below example, $A is a floating point variable. The PHP var_dump function can return both the data type and value. PHP boolean. A boolean data type represents two possible states such as true or false. These are mostly used while testing conditions. $A equals true. $B equals false. PHP array. An array in PHP is also a data type that stores multiple values in a single variable. In the below example, $lock is an array. The PHP var_dump function returns both the data type and value. PHP object. An object data type stores data and specifies how to process it. An object in PHP must be declared explicitly after declaring a class using class keyword. A class is just as a structure that can contain member properties and member methods, specific to a class itself. PHP null. Value null in PHP is a special type of data which can have just only one value, i.e., null, which means no value is assigned to it. Variable in PHP declared without assigning any value will be automatically assigned a null value. We can learn more how to use these data types in the practical video lectures. A string in PHP is a sequence of characters, such as hello PHP. PHP allows some predefined functions to be applied on strings. Such functions are used commonly to manipulate strings. PHP string functions. strlen function. The function returns the length as the characters count in a string. str_word_count function. The PHP str_word_count function counts the number of words in a string. strrev function. The function reverses a string. strops function. The function performs search for a specific text inside a string. If a text match is found, then the function returns the first match character position. Otherwise it will return false. str_replace function. The function replaces few characters in a string with some other characters. We can learn more how to use these string functions in the practical video lectures. PHP operators. Operators are used to perform some operations on values and variables. PHP operators have been categorized as arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, increment/decrement operators, string operators, and array operators. PHP arithmetic operators. The arithmetic operators in PHP are used with numerical values and are used to perform arithmetical operations in common, like addition, subtraction, multiplication and others. PHP relational operators. The relational operators in PHP are used with the numerical values and are also used to perform comparisons such as less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, not equals to, and exactly equals to etc. between them. The relational operators as the result returns Boolean values such as true or false. PHP logical operators. The logical operators in PHP are used to combine more than one conditional statements. PHP assignment operators. The assignment operators in PHP are used with numeric values to assign variable with a value. In PHP, the assignment operator is equals, which means that the value at the right-hand side of the expression gets set to an operand at the left-hand side. PHP comparison operators. The comparison operators in PHP are used to compare two numerical or string values. PHP increment/decrement operators. The increment operator in PHP are used to increment and decrement operator decrement the value of a variable. PHP string operators. PHP supports two operators that are designed especially for strings. PHP array operators. The array operators in PHP are used to compare any two arrays. We can learn more how to use different types of PHP operators in the practical video lectures. The conditional or non-looping statements in PHP are used to perform different tasks on the basis of different conditions. There are some situations where different tasks to be performed based on different conditions. To do this, we can use conditional statements in the program code. PHP supports the below conditional statements. If statement executes certain code only when the specified condition is true, otherwise it do nothing. If else statement executes certain code when the specified condition is true, otherwise it executes another code. If else statement executes different statements when more than two conditions are specified. Switch statement selects only one from a many number of blocks of code and executes statements only which are in that block. The if statement. In PHP, the if statement executes a single or a block of statements only when the specified condition is true. The if-else statement. The if-else statement executes a single or a block of statements when the specified condition is true, otherwise it executes another block of code. The if-else statement. The if-else statement executes a different statements block for specified two or more. The switch statement. The switch statement in PHP is used to carry out different tasks based on specified condition evaluation. Switch statement in PHP is used to select one block among many blocks of statements to be executed. We can learn more how to implement these conditional and non-looping statements in the practical video lectures. In PHP, while loops execute a block of statements while the condition specified is true. PHP loops. There are some situations where we need to execute a single or a block of statements to be executed until the specified condition gets true. Instead of adding similar code in a script, it's better to use loops that can perform a task for multiple numbers of times. PHP supports the below looping statements. While loops through a block of statements and executes them as long as the condition specified is true. The PHP while loop repeats the execution of a block of statements as long as the condition specified is true. Do while loops through a block of statements once, and then after repeats the loop while executing the code until the specified condition is true. The do while loop in PHP will always execute a block of statements even for at least once, when the specified condition is not true. This is because it will check the specified condition only after executing the block of statements once. Later it repeats the loop until the specified condition is true. For loops through a block of statements and executes them for a number of times specified. The for loop in PHP is used to predict the number of times the script should execute. For each loops through a block of statements and executes them for every element in an array. The for each loop in PHP works on arrays only, and is used to loops through every key, value, pair in an array. We can learn more how to implement these conditional and looping statements in the practical video lectures. PHP 5 Functions. The beauty of PHP comes from its functions. PHP has more than 1000 built-in functions. User-defined functions. Apart from the predefined PHP functions, the programmer can also create functions of our own. Here a function is a single or a block of statements that can be repeatedly used inside the program. A function call can only make a function code to execute. It will not execute immediately when a page loads. User-defined function creation. A declaration of user-defined function must begin with the keyword function. A function name can begin with an underscore or a letter, not a number. Function names are not case sensitive. PHP function arguments. Function arguments are used to pass the information to functions. An argument is also like a variable and specified inside the parentheses, after the function name. The programmer can add any number of arguments as needed, just by separating them with a comma. We can learn more how to use functions and reduce the code complexity in the practical video lectures. PHP 5 Arrays. An array stores multiple values in one single variable. An array is a special variable, which can hold more than one value at a time. An array can store many values under a single array name, and the programmer can access the index number values as reference. Create an array in PHP. In PHP, an array is created using the array function. In PHP, the programmer can create three types of arrays like indexed, associative, and multidimensional. Indexed arrays are arrays specified with a numeric index. Associative arrays are arrays specified with named keys. Multidimensional arrays are arrays having one or more other arrays. Indexed arrays can be created in two ways. The automatically assignment of index always starts at 0. Associative arrays are arrays which uses named keys that the programmer can assign to them. There are two different ways to create an associative array. We can learn more how to use arrays to store multiple values in a single variable for further processing in the practical video lectures. PHP 5 Sorting Arrays. The array elements can be sorted in numerical or alphabetical order, and descending or ascending. PHP Array Sort Functions. The following are the array sort functions of PHP. Sort function sorts an array elements in ascending order. A sort function sorts an array elements in descending order. A sort function sorts an associative array elements in ascending order, based on the value. K sort function sorts an associative array elements in ascending order, based on the key. A R sort function sorts an associative array elements in descending order, based on the value. K R sort function sorts an associative array elements in descending order, based on the key. We can learn more how various array-based functions are used to sort their elements in the practical video lectures.